You want to start the episode?
Let me tell you something. Huh? That facial hair thing you going on right now. I see a lot of white guys doing it too now. Who started this on TikTok?
What are you talking about?
It's popular now.
What's popular? A mustache?
It's the way he does it. Like they just
look at me. It looks like the same mustache he's had for like.
But he just wants to pick on me.
I'm not picking on you.
He's just a bully.
Jesus.
Start the show.
Just enough.
Expose him.
He's a fake. He's a fraud.
What are you talking about?
I've seen a lot of white guys with that
5 o'clock shadow and a mustache.
Well, he never had a 5 o'clock shadow. It was growing into it. But he had a cling last time. Just a stash he had.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are doing it now.
The 80s are coming back, baby.
Yeah, I noticed. I literally saw.
I feel like a monkey at the zoo. I don't know what I did.
Call me a monkey?
I said I feel like a monkey at the zoo.
By the way.
No, don't bother. No, there's no by the way. There's no by the way.
Yeah, it is.
There's no by the way. I was
Saw the episode.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. If you're new here, we do a new episode every Tuesday. And if you're new and you want to keep up the show, you can keep it live with Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. I'm Jordan. This is Bryan.
Yo.
That's Tay.
Yeah. It's over there.
I'm gonna rewrite this at some point. I'm not even looking at it anymore, but I know the cliff notes to it.
Yeah, to make it feel natural. It's not natural at all.
It's not. But if you're new here, check it out.
Like, what's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What episode is this anyways?
And you guys want to support the show, like it, share it, and then if you're listen to on wherever podcast, anywhere where you listen to it on podcast, give us a rating or a review.
Yeah, leave us a review, comment, engage with us. I know that it's annoying.
The more you interact, the more it gets on the algorithm.
Yeah, but it helps us.
But if you want to support the show, do all the things.
Eventually, we'll make money and we'll be able to do more of this shit for you. So just do the thing.
Yeah. Anyway,
what are we talking about today, Crockett?
All right. So this is a topic that we've been trying to do for a minute, but perfectly casted movies.
Perfectly casted films. Let's add TV shows to that.
Because
Tay had a couple of TV shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. There's like 4 or 5 like TV shows I wanted to add, but I was like, let me refrain from adding because there was already so much.
You added a fuck ton of things.
I think you added an animated movie, so I decided
because I started off writing this as like 1 or 2 shows, right? Or one of like a full casted movie, and then I'm like, no. I was like, nah. Let me go in like characters that have like really like ingrained or really well known as those characters. Those are perfectly casted.
Also, I was confused a bit because I had to think about it for a while in terms of like I understand like something like, for example, like a superhero character.
Yeah, we
already know who the character is in the books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was hard for me to write this a bit because it's kind of like, how do you know an original character?
This is
I'm getting it right.
Yeah. This is really interesting to me because a lot of like my the movies that I picked out are original characters.
Yeah,
and I think it's like if you see the movie being worse by every other actor that you can think of except for that actor, that guy was perfectly cast as that actor. Does that make sense?
I look at it as like if that character, if that actor went in and then it was like I just became that role.
Yeah. Just like completely like took control of like Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. Like that's perfect casting. Even though like he existed in the comic books already, like that's such a different entity from where he became in the movies.
Yeah.
That like that's kind of what I would call like that was a great casting.
I mean something like John Wick. Can anybody play John Wick?
No.
Yeah, no. So that's like a perfectly casted film to me because I feel like John Wick, I think of Keanu, but like
kind of works with his kind of acting wise too. He's kind of like that. He's not a good actor.
Keanu.
Yeah, but the movie gives him little to talk about. And,
so he succeeds. Keanu's got a really specific type of acting, but like a movie like Atomic Blonde, where it was like Charlize Theron, like it's the same premise as like John Wick. It's like an action movie, but I don't feel like Charlize Theron was irreplaceable as the titular character. Like there could have been like Bryce Dallas Howard, or it could have been somebody else. In that yeah. So that's kind of what we mean by perfect casting. Just people that are like really good. But before we talk about perfect casting, you want to catch up a little bit?
Yeah.
I
totally forgot. I skipped right over it. So yeah, little housekeeping.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you guys have been doing, but I've been playing RE4.
I've been playing the fuck out of Resident Evil 4.
And
It's so good.
So Resident Evil 4 remake, that game,
Stressful.
it makes me sweat.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, like this game is like making me panic shot. It's making me
Like you miss a shot, you get pissed.
this is one of those games where it dances a very fine line for me where I'm like stressed out because that is and I'm assuming that is like that's the point of the game.
Yeah.
So the fear from like it's a horror game, but the real fear from that game comes from
Resources.
resources and then just being overwhelmed and stressed out. That's like the fear that you get. It's not something scary coming down the hallway. It's just being overwhelmed and not having enough ammo to get out or health or something.
Yeah. It's a survival horror.
Yeah,
That's what
so
it is. It's a survival horror.
You're escaping with just the skin of your teeth every fucking encounter. And I think that's what makes it a good game, but it dances a fine line with me anyway, just where it's like frustrating and fun.
Yeah.
Because where it's like, if I keep dying because I just ran out of health and I'm at a safe spot and I just didn't have any health before.
Yeah.
And I keep dying because I don't have any health. That's a frustrating aspect of it.
Yeah. I think that like, and Tay, I know you haven't played Resident Evil a whole lot. I don't know if you even played like survival horror in general.
Does Last of Us 1 count?
Vaguely. It's more survival. But it's the same idea.
What about Outlast?
Outlast is a survival horror, yeah, but
That's
you
a horror
can't
game,
fight. But it's the idea of like when you walk into a room or into an encounter, and this is what Resident Evil has always done really, really fucking well, is like you have just enough resources to make it out of that room. And then you kind of have to go through the gameplay loop of exploring and grabbing stuff and then like making sure that you can like recover some health and do whatever you got to do. And like when you don't have the ability to do that, it becomes really scary because like 2 to 3 zombies in the next room could kill you versus like the 7 that were in the room prior. So like it's frustrating when you walk out of an encounter and then you don't have enough health and you're at like 25% health and then like 2 hits will kill you in the next room and then you're going to restart over, but it's a loop because you're never going to have enough health to make it to the encounter. But the reason I love that is because at some point you become so skilled at the room that like it's fun again.
Yeah.
It's fun again to like...
If you die like 5 times to the one boss or something, you start like looking around and you start seeing like, oh, I can shoot this lamp, it'll set on fire, so I'm supposed to loop them around a bunch of times.
That's interesting. It still has the philosophy like old games back in the day. Where you have to
Well, it is an old game.
Yeah, I mean, but like 90s and 80s in terms of like Mega Man, a good example. You have to lose to understand what you got to go through.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Especially if the area is like really difficult to begin with. Like you should expect to lose twice or something like that.
And then you slowly like you start hitting all your shots. You know exactly where enemy is coming out, so you're not getting surprised. And then you finally eventually beat it. But it's just kind of frustrating when you have to like Dark Souls is in the same way where it's like you have to restart and you're like, okay, this guy's gonna come out, like, hit them, and it's a muscle memory game essentially. Yeah. That's why I think they have a lot of puzzles too. It's just
just to keep you engaged.
But they will always give you just amount of ammo. So sometimes what they'll do is like you can break boxes to get a little bit of ammo out of that. And sometimes what they'll do if you run out of ammo, the game will kind of generate like. Or if I break that box after I'm empty my clip, sometimes it'll spawn you just like 5 shots or something. It's just like just enough to maybe kill one more guy.
So every shot matters.
Yeah, it does.
And then, but the thing with that is because you're so scarce on resources that like in every encounter, when you don't hit your shot, it makes you furious. It's so fucking annoying. And like the zombies will bob and weave and they'll like come at you and fucking punch you. It's a fun game. It's really fun. I've been really digging it. And also it looks insanely gorgeous. Like it is a beautiful game.
Yeah. Dude, what is that called? That engine called? Like the
it's the
they call it the RE engine.
Yeah.
The RE engine, yeah.
Speaking of game, I for the past week I've been playing speaking of stressful too. I went to God, I can't talk. I went back to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I saw,
fucking delicious fucking game.
It's a good game.
But I never realized the first time I was playing how, again, stressful that fucking game can be.
Stressful?
Yeah, it can be fucking stressful. Like, cause it's like you gotta, everything matters in that game. I never played a game that's so goddamn
systemic as the word to describe it. Yeah.
I like to say technical and like literally everything. The environment matters. Like it's like you walking around in some environments, you can't have your shield and sword on you.
Yeah.
You get fucking struck by lightning. And that happened to me. Like it killed me because I was tracking the fucking lightning.
That game is super impressive just how like interactive everything is. Like everything actually does like, and it like almost like there's like video game logics where it's like it lightning and I'm wearing full set of armor. Like no, nothing's gonna happen. In that game, it actually does matter.
Yeah, it challenges a little bit.
It's like the world mechanics matter the most over everything.
And like what I don't like about the game though is like I'm talking about like it's new.
Yeah.
But like the shrines, I don't like the shrines. I miss the original dungeons.
Me too.
The shrines, I like feel like it.
The shrines with the freaking where you have to do motion controls are the most annoying bullshit, and it's so gimmicky, and it always pissed me off in that game.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the first time I ostensibly use guides for this game. In terms of like shrines, because some of these puzzles, like I don't know.
Oh yeah, dude, I had to look them up on YouTube all the time.
Yeah, and when they do it, like, how the fuck did you figure that out? Some of these puzzles are like don't make any sense.
I figured a lot of them out, but I never did more shrines than I was just supposed to. Like I always just did enough shrines to just make it to the next bit.
So you need like four shrines to get one heart container. Like that's too much for a fucking heart
it's a
container.
lot.
You got to travel across the fucking lands and shit just to find one and all that.
I did just enough shrines to get the Master Sword, and then I was out.
Yeah, I got a Master Sword last weekend.
Nice.
And I get the game. The people really criticize the game because of the durability of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I get it from both sides. It's annoying as the player, but from a developer standpoint, if the Master Sword is invincible, everyone would use the Master Sword. So it breaks the game. You can't do that.
Yeah, I kind of like that. It keeps you
That's
using something new.
Yeah.
But
it gets aggravating. That's what I mean the stress when this comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you fighting these enemies like, fuck, this my sword broke. You gotta use a fucking hand to kill someone. Like,
but also like the great thing about that is that it encourages like exploration from the player. Because if you're in the middle of a fight, your sword breaks, then you're gonna grab the next available thing that you have on the ground. Otherwise, you're gonna die.
And you gotta be specific what you get too.
Yeah, so I think it's I hate how easy they break, but I think it's a great mechanic for like forcing the player to just constantly be adapting.
This game, how old is it? 6 years old? 7?
7 came out in 17.
It still holds up like it came out yesterday.
That's really good. Yeah,
great ass fucking game, dude.
I'm excited for Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm not.
I saw you tweet about that. Like I'm excited for it because it's like I want a new sandbox to play, and I feel like the fuse mechanic is gonna like allow a lot of that. So,
that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I truly understand why people are still playing Breath of the Wild as of today and like finding new game stuff. Because this game, there's stuff I don't know still.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And people are still finding new things about it.
Tears of the Kingdom is gonna like pump that up again, gonna revitalize that again.
Fuse mechanic and all that
Which
shit.
I'm actually really excited to see what people come up with in Tears of the Kingdom more than I'm excited about Tears of the Kingdom itself. It's gonna be cool.
I'm excited for FF16, dude.
Oh shit, it's gonna slap.
That thing gonna bang, dude.
I'll find a PS5 just for that.
The game is gorgeous, dude.
Yeah.
The epic boss fights.
I haven't played like a good, Tales of Rise game in a while.
It's not.
Y'all hate that I play Tales of Rise.
I do hate
You hate
because
you
it's
hate
not-
me to see
it's not
your boy
you at
glow
all.
up, dude.
I hate
You
to see-
hate
I-
you hate to see me win. Huh?
I hate to see you have a good time.
You hate to see me win.
You know what's annoying about Tales of Arise? It's like I tried to get into it. I downloaded the demo and I was just like, Crockett likes this.
He an OG though. He ain't put the PS3
Yeah.
versions.
If Crockett
No,
likes
they're
it,
not like Tales of Rise is not like those.
Tales of Xperia.
Yeah, they're like
they're super different. They're all super different.
it's kind of like Final Fantasy in a way where it's like they
Dragon
keep
Quest.
changing.
I just absolutely hated the combat system in the last one
You
that we
hated
got into. I fucking could not
Dude,
stand
Look
it.
like Ninja Storm a little bit.
Because this is very specific. This is the last thing I'll say before we move into the fucking main topic. But the only game that has the right to put the attack button as the shoulder. You okay?
Yeah, just like I was at the gun range earlier, and it's just like I was letting that thing just beat my
the shoulder?
Yeah, beat the meat in there.
The only game.
He's gonna let that slide. I love just
Let that slide.
over it.
Let that slide. Let's let's go into the main topic.
Yeah, let's go to the
here.
main topic.
All right, perfect. Let's start off just strong as hell. The most perfectly cast movie possible.
Look, I'm gonna be
Possible.
clear. He made this topic solely because of Ryan Gosling. Just put it out there.
I didn't.
He did.
No.
He did.
No, I mean this is a pretty easy.
I was the
topic.
one that wrote Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling was nowhere in the list when he did it.
I'm a hater.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, all you fucking followers keep giving him power. I don't like that.
He doesn't.
Shout out to Fred for the meme.
Yeah,
I was
You just
calling
don't want to
him
see a
out.
white man come up.
Too many, damn it.
You just don't want to see a white man succeed.
Wait till I find my it's me guy. Wait till I find
It's Tyrese, dude.
the fuck no. I don't want to cry on
It's
camera.
Luke Cage. It's Luke Cage. It's Mike Coulter.
No.
I'm telling you, you look just like Mike Coulter.
It's probably Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
he's
can
always
see
been.
that. I can see
He's
that.
always been a little Mackie boy.
I can see that. A little Maggie boy.
Maggie
Mackie
boy.
Wood, little Mac Mac.
All right, Scooby Doo, the perfect Scooby-Doo 2002.
Dude,
the live
James
action.
Gunn put his whole pussy into that movie.
I cannot believe
forgot he
James Gunn
directed
made this
it.
movie.
I seen this in theaters once, and that's the last time I saw
Me
it.
too. Did he do
What?
the second one? Did he do the first and
Which one
second?
was Scrappy?
Two.
The first one.
Two.
Scrappy was the first one.
Scrappy was two.
Scrappy was the first one.
What the fuck was two then?
They had a
the
two?
Monsters Unleashed, where they had
Oh,
all the
you're
monsters come out to the city.
Yeah, you're right. You're
I-
right.
I-
Apologies.
Shit.
He is a Scooby-Doo fan. I can't argue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen the first one in
I
theaters.
am a do head.
That real?
We got the dog in
We
it.
got like fucking kid humor.
Yeah, Scooby Doo is like probably when you think about a perfectly casted
That's
movie,
immediately.
that is immediately the movie that you think
Jesus, Matthew Lillard
of. Matthew
murdered that
Lillard.
role.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Matthew
Matthew
Lillard.
I don't know that cast.
He's Shaggy.
Oh, that's yeah, he nailed that. Same with Vilma.
Yeah.
Like, how do you perfectly embody that character?
Yeah,
That
he
was
did
insane.
such a good fucking job at it.
They
Yeah.
all Daniel Day-Lewis this shit.
The guy that played Fred, who's
Freddie. Oh, his
Yeah,
name's
Freddie-
actually Fred.
Freddie
That's why.
Prinze,
Freddie Prince.
Sarah Michelle, everyone killed it. And then Linda Cardellini, who's probably the most consistently
Cut this out.
thirsted
Cut this
woman.
out. Cut this out.
Yeah, Linda Cardellini.
Yeah,
she was my first I think celebrity crush because I watched
Yeah.
Scooby Doo when I was a kid.
But it was like in the second movie where it was like, what the? They knew what they were doing.
When they made that,
They made her in the suit. They made her put on the leather suit. They were like, yeah, we
Oh
know.
yeah, that's right.
They wanted her to be in a gay relationship with Daphne, but the studio wouldn't let him.
Why?
I could totally see that for a movie. for
James
that
Gunn
movie.
just wanted to like mature the movie a little bit, and like
It's for everybody.
no, it was for everybody, but he wanted to do that because like at the time there's like not a lot of like gay representation in movies, and James kind of wanted to like include a little bit of that, and the studio told him no.
When I was looking up this movie too, Mr. Bean is also in the movie.
He's
a
Rowan
villain.
Atkinson, yeah, he's the guy that
remember
runs
that.
the hotel, right?
I forgot that. Like I was like,
Speaking
that's
of movie?
Mr. Bean. I'm like, oh, it's right, he is the guy. Yeah, but you never think about that when you're like watching the movie.
Everyone in this movie fucking killed it. The writing is great. James Gunn knew like fucking James Cameron.
James Cameron.
I
There's-
said James Cameron instead of James
There's
Gunn.
one movie on here
Yeah.
that's going to make him die laughing. When I say the name, he's going to cry. I
excited.
promise you. Just wait for it.
I don't
Did
know.
you read through the list yet?
No.
Okay,
Okay,
he's
good.
going to die laughing. I
I mean, I
know.
read some, but I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Scooby Doo 2, Scooby Doo 1 and 2, honestly, one of the best live action adaptations of like any cartoon property
Yeah.
ever. It was so cartoony, the actors were so great.
Same with Speed Racer.
Phenomenal. Speed Racer was also a really good one. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard
All right.
really good
So
things.
we're going to just try to.
Yeah.
Logan, 2017.
I want
Hugh
to
Jackman as Wolverine.
yeah, I want to adapt that and say like the entirety of the live action X-Men franchise.
Right, yeah, okay. That's fair.
With,
Oh.
no. With specifically Hugh Jackman
Okay.
and Patrick Stewart
They're the only and Magneto's actor.
and Magneto, Ian McKellen. Like
That's it.
those three
Everybody else
were
can fuck.
so good. Like even like haven't they made the comics to kind of like make the characters look more like the actors that play them a little
it
bit?
varies.
It varies.
Sometimes.
Whenever I think of like the X-Men movies, I only think of Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
They don't want to.
I mean, Patrick Stewart. I mean, Jesus Christ, you can't get more perfect than that.
I think he's more perfect as Professor X than Logan is to Wolverine.
Do you?
Yeah.
I can see that.
I mean, Patrick Stewart just kills it.
Michael Fassbender.
He does.
Michael Fassbender is a good Magneto. I'm sorry, you didn't put it up there.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender is a great Magneto, and so is James McAvoy.
But do
does
you
a
think it's
good
perfectly
Charles.
casted?
I think
Michael
that
Fassbender, yeah.
Michael Fassbender, yeah. James McAvoy, I wouldn't put him nearly as like a perfect cast, but he does a great job.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But I think James McAvoy wouldn't be so good without just Patrick Stewart because he's just mimicking Patrick Stewart's.
Yeah, but Patrick Stewart is like the
I
basis
agree.
of the performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
But I think that
If we're gonna do TV shows, I guess like Picard.
yeah, he's fine.
I don't
I
know.
never
I'm
watched
not.
any
I'm
Star
not trying.
Libby would fucking destroy me if I like, started
Hey, not
on
just
a
Star
lot
Trek.
of
It's
things.
like about social and stuff, right? Social commentary.
The original Star Trek.
They're not
So,
like they no more.
No, they're really weird and bad now. Like Star Trek Picard is not good.
Isn't it
Star Trek Discovery is not
isn't it
great.
the Force Awakens of Star Trek?
It's rough. It's rough out there.
Moving on.
Yeah, but yeah, Logan, Hugh Jackman,
Hugh Jackman,
and
yeah.
Patrick Stewart.
There's
and
no
Ian
better
McKellen.
Wolverine.
Those are well, they in my opinion, they kind of like are the genesis of like the comic book movies,
Yeah.
and like I will always like see them as like really great representations of those characters.
What's the thing though? I can argue with Professor X, but like Hugh Jackman, I think we only say it because he's the only one that did it.
That might be true. That might
Not saying
totally
it's
be
bad or
true.
anything, but
But he really captured, in my opinion, he captured like the roughness of Wolverine
He's
really
got.
well.
I see his point, but
Yeah.
like, no, I think it's just trying to put someone else to replace him is very hard.
That's a problem though.
Yeah. But
But that's what I'm
Logan-
saying. Is like that's a perfect. He was perfectly casted.
And like when I'm on tangent, but like if he gets recasted, people are not going to critique him as being comic book accurate. They're going to critique him not being Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Which I
Totally
hate to
agree.
see.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a silly situation,
Yeah.
but I agree. I think I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Django Unchained 2012. Leonardo DiCaprio.
I was surprised you put this one in there. Because the only thing that makes
Monsieur
Leonardo
Candy.
the only thing that makes Leonardo DiCaprio perfectly cast for this movie is that he looks like a guy who would liberally use the N-word. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
he
the only
perfectly casted. Like Monsieur Candy is Leonardo DiCaprio.
I have a lot of people in my list just that have their energy to spot on, and I get you there.
Yeah.
He look like he can do that for real.
What? It's like, meet me in the park for some white cake.
No, I would add onto that list. Who's Samuel Jackson's character?
I meant
that.
to go through Samuel Jackson's character list because I'm sure he has some perfect roles, and I was hoping you guys were gonna pick up that
Well,
slack there.
There's nobody that can play a character like he played in Pulp Fiction the way that Sam Jackson would play it. Like that's a perfect casting for that type of character.
That he was a perfect. I won't say the word, but House H. No, House N. I'm sorry. Yeah, he got that down packed.
Yeah. If we're talking about Samuel L. Jackson, I think that he does a great job in Django Unchained. But Samuel L. Jackson also kind of kills almost every movie that he's in.
does, yeah.
He is so like charming and great at everything he does. But in Pulp Fiction, nobody can play Jules the way that Sam Jackson played Jules.
And what is the one with Dakota Fanning? What's that crazy movie? He's like this crazy old black guy.
Are you talking about Black Snake Moon?
How
How the hell do you know what that
I
is?
seen it.
You know what that is?
Yes. Who doesn't
I've
know what that
never
is?
seen
I've
that.
never seen.
Dakota
I know what it
Fanning.
is
He,
though.
like, had a luck.
That's like a
episode.
movie that I would pull out of my ass like to surprise you, like Black Snake Moon. Like no one remembers that movie.
You seen memes of this guy? His role.
Black Snake Moon.
Was he called Black Snake Moon?
Black Snake Moon. Christina Ricci.
Is it Dakota Fanning in this?
No, it's Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci, Samuel L. Jackson. He plays Lazarus.
Yeah, that man was insane.
That's so
Had her
funny.
chained up and shit. Look at
Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
Black Snake. What is it? Moon?
Black Snake Moan.
Moan. Black Snake Moan.
Could've sworn it was Dakota
What a
Fanning.
crazy movie. Anyway, yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, white cake.
White
I love
cake.
it. I love it, dude.
Jamie Foxx as Django, also pretty good.
Jamie Foxx is damn him.
Remember
He's
that
such a
Jet
good
movie?
actor.
Remember
He's
that
good
Jet
at
movie?
everything.
Stealth? Remember that movie?
What's that?
Stealth with Jamie
Stealth?
Foxx. The Jet movie.
Oh, yeah, I do remember still.
And the
Yeah.
jet, that it had to fight a computerized jet.
Yeah, they played that shit in FX all the time.
Yeah, it's an FX
like,
classic.
yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Another, and
Love this movie. This is a
2013.
I do love
Leonardo
Wolf of Wall
DiCaprio
Street,
again.
Bro, I love
Leonardo
this movie.
DiCaprio again, dude.
This movie was
Jordan
so-
Belford.
Jordan.
All right, so Leonardo
I love
DiCaprio
the fuck out of this
and Jonah Hill.
yeah. Jonah Hill.
Fucking
does
two
really good.
perfect characters.
Oh,
Couldn't
man.
gotten better characters than that.
There's that one scene where Jonah Hill is like,
Hey,
there's like a,
Country music?
it was fucking the trailer for Black Snake Moan.
How
on
did he do
IMDb.
that?
I was on IMDb. Jonah Hill, there's one scene where he's like screaming at Leo in his office about like where the money's going.
Yeah.
For some reason, just like Jonah Hill's face as he gets red and angry in that scene. Some of the funniest
Fucking
things.
lewd.
no,
I
it's
would not done
Yeah.
so. Dude, this movie was so good. I watched it in high school. It was so good that I had to watch it on HBO again the next night.
I think
It was
it's
so fucking
it's
good,
almost
dude.
like a 3-hour movie.
Is it really?
Yeah,
It's a Scorsese
and it
film.
melts away.
It's so fucking good.
That's Scorsese. Yeah.
But the scene is it the fucking the diner scene? The sell me a pen scene.
Yeah.
But someone said, what do you say?
What they go do like hair? What it's like crack in the parking lot, right? They
Yeah.
do it like in a phone booth or something.
Some
What?
shit like that.
They go smoke crack in the like a phone
Phone
booth
booth.
outside that restaurant.
But he mentioned a joke like, what is the Amish or some shit?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't
I
remember.
can't
it at all.
remember. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Explain this.
I've been meaning to
terribly.
rewatch this again.
But it's a-
I
It's
love
It's a good movie.
It's
We
a
should watch it in
crazy
the
movie.
Discord.
Yeah.
So
Should watch
yeah,
it in the
Leonardo
Discord.
DiCaprio as Jordan Belfort, and then I forget Jonah Hill.
John Berthold's character.
The scene where
Every time I lift weights, I think of him. That's true story. Mush.
the only thing that I think John Berthon is such a good actor, and every time that I think of his name, I just think of that scene in Punisher.
Do you know the kid?
no,
know the guy from Scott Pilgrim? He's in this movie.
Yeah,
Michael Cera's in this movie?
yeah, Michael Cera.
He's in prison.
He's
In
what?
prison, John Berthold's introduction scene.
I do not remember
He was
that.
like, "Where's your mom, man?" No, where's your sister at?
In fucking Wolf of Wall Street?
I don't remember.
It's like one split second he's in this movie.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he like bullying him a little bit. You don't remember this?
No, I don't.
It's such a long movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot goes on.
He's in
watch
like
it
for
again.
like 1
Yeah,
hour.
I agree. Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street. That's a good cast.
Yeah. Here's a heavy hitter right here. Shrek.
Uh,
There's no better Shrek than Mike Myers.
yeah, it was gonna be Chris Farley. I feel like Chris Farley could have done
He died, right?
a better. He died
Yeah.
in the middle of filming.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shrek?
That's why they were.
I was
him.
trying
Never knew
to
that.
think of who they had someone else casted for, and then they
Did
had
we got
recast.
So
voice
it was
recordings
Chris
of him?
Farley. He recorded most of the lines in the movie, and then he passed away. And then they debated whether to release the film with Farley's voice or find another actor to finish the film. And they found Mike Myers. And then Mike was like, I feel like Shrek should be Scottish. And then he gave him a Scottish accent, and they liked it so much that they replaced all of Farley's dialogue.
Did he get his family like royalties and some shit?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I never knew that.
All right, so Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy as Donkey is the goat.
Oh my God, you can't get perfectly cast.
That
And
entire
then Cameron
cast is
Diaz as Fiona. It was awesome.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't-
I didn't realize that was Cameron Diaz. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
What about Puss?
Dude, Antonio Banderas, baby.
Antonio Banderas, yeah.
Antonio Banderas.
That well, the first two movies are the second movie is probably the best sequel of all.
That is
time.
crazy that
Shrek
is
2,
like
yeah.
probably the best sequel ever.
Shrek
made.
2 is fantastic.
Dude,
fucking
I
movie.
watched Shrek 2 in isolation, like without watching the first one, like 2 months ago. It is the perfect sequel.
Yeah.
It is bigger, better than the original movie. It's funnier than the original movie, and it doesn't overstay its welcome.
I used
Phenomenal
to watch
film.
the second one religiously, and I used to do the DVD collection, the mini games.
What is the fairy godmother? Why did she murder that scene? Like she just kills
Oh, the ending
scene.
song thing?
Yeah.
I need a hair.
I need it. Like,
Fucking
did
phenomenal.
not need to go that fucking
Kaiju
hard.
gingerbread man.
Dude, that's so funny.
The cops like reference.
Yeah.
Like where they're like getting arrested. I love the theme that where it's like it's modern day.
catnip.
It's modern day, but then it's like just
Medieval.
with Jackson. They're like,
And they mentioned like a pig's joke, like these
The
damn
Starbucks
pigs.
sign in one of the.
Yeah, and Burger King. I caught this as a kid.
So funny.
such
I love that movie. Shrek 2 is a solid one.
Yeah, but
Eddie
like-
Murphy and Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots.
And then yeah.
Did you
Mike
see the
Myers.
last Puss in Boots?
I just watched it the other day.
I want this. It's on
Phenomenal
Amazon
film.
Prime, right? Or
That's on
somewhere.
HBO Max.
Did they
or
do
Disney
what
Plus.
they did with the Spider Verse with the animation?
They did a mixed frame rate. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Spider Verse was animated in twos throughout the entire film.
how many frames is it?
It's 12. It's every 12 frames.
Yeah.
But Puss in Boots was animated mixed frame rate. So there's some scenes that are 1x1 and there's some scenes that are by twos.
Hey, animators, I love the style, but we getting like another film with TMNT doing it. Cut it out.
We gotta stop saturating it.
yeah,
It's a good
stop saturating.
style. I feel like
It was Spider Verse's thing.
Spider
It should've
Verse,
been there.
Puss in Boots did a good job of it,
Yeah.
and I feel we're gonna get another Spider Verse, and we should call it out. Stop
TMNT
it.
is doing it too.
Yeah. It's gonna look gorgeous, but we're gonna get tired of it
Yeah,
in like
it's
two
not
more
unique
projects.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
You can't. You honestly, this might be the best one possible,
Yeah.
but Heath Ledger is the Joker.
I'm so sick of this fucking.
But you can't. But that is literally like
He's not Joker.
Dude,
Anybody
he bodied that role.
No, he didn't.
Bodied it.
No, he didn't.
he did a good interpretation of the Joker.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't think that he is the Joker as the Joker is meant to be.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
Joker-
it almost like took it to another level.
Well,
If you want to throw it in Mark Hamill in there as the
he's the greatest fucking Joker.
Yeah.
But again, Joker, like that's why I didn't shit on the recent Joker. Who's the tattoo in his face?
Jared Leto.
I didn't hate that because Joker, it can be anything.
yeah. There's different versions.
There's different versions,
yeah.
but this version, sure.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great, but
But as a zeitgeist,
and I
it,
can't
like,
imagine-
it's like he took it to another level.
those movies are more grounded in reality.
That's their flaws.
I think that that's like their attempt at doing it, and in doing so, I think they took out. I rewatched this movie like a year ago, and I realized that I don't like it as much as I thought I liked.
If everyone didn't like this movie so much, I think it would be more well regarded.
I'm biased because it ruined DC for me for a while.
Yeah.
Because they
But
based
back
literally
in like
everything.
2008 when this came out,
It was
this,
phenomenal.
Oh, it
It.
bodied.
It was a great film.
I would
Yeah.
too though. I said add it to your list. I'm add to another one, but what's his name? Michael Caine.
No, I have him on here.
as Alfred.
So all right, wait. So
Yeah.
all right,
Pretty
so
great.
Heath Ledger, Gary Oldman, and then
Yeah.
Michael Caine.
Those two last two, fantastic.
Yeah, they fucking
casting.
bodied their roles.
They nailed those
They
roles.
embodied the
Yeah,
roles.
he's my favorite Alfred by far.
I think I like that
Shaw.
one.
I love his accent.
I am Michael Caine. What?
I just love his
Shaw.
voice. My
Michael
favorite
Caine.
impression that anyone ever
Master
does.
Bruce.
Shall I have the Batmobile ready for you, sir?
If you fucking,
There's a hole in your bat, sir. I'm Michael Caine.
I'm Michael Caine.
It's like cocaine.
Yeah, I love Michael Caine.
Michael cocaine.
So your cocaine.
I love Heath Ledger. I think I'm more inclined to give the perfect casting to Gary Oldman. I can't think of a better Commissioner Gordon.
The
than
comment
Gary.
there.
The one from the Batman's good too.
He's really good, but I feel like
I love the friendship more. With
when I think about like Commissioner Gordon, I think of like the Arkham Commissioner Gordon and like the mustache, like old white dude Commissioner Gordon.
That's all of them.
Yeah. Well, I know, but I think that like because of that, I think that Gary Oldman represents like the perfect casting of Commissioner Gordon because he's got the aesthetics down. I think that in the later film, the performance is better than any other Commissioner Gordon, but it takes a bit of adjustment of going like, oh, that's a different interpretation of Commissioner Gordon.
But those last two, I agree, top tier cast.
Yeah, they're great.
Spider-Man.
Keep it on Batman here. Batman Forever, 1995.
Jesus.
Jim Carrey as the
Oh,
Riddler.
Jim Carrey as a Riddler. Phenomenal.
Oh,
It was like he literally did embody the Riddler. I mean,
Phenomenal.
I couldn't imagine Riddler being anybody else.
He embodied the Riddler so much that every other performance of the Riddler afterwards, except for Paul Dano's performance, is in some shape or form affected by Jim Carrey.
I guess, but there's also serious Riddlers too. But
Yeah, from the comic books, like he can be a serious character.
he gives me more of the Adam West Batman Riddler vibe.
Yeah.
It's probably was a parody, well, not parody, but influenced by. So
The Arkham Comics Riddler is significantly influenced by Jim Carrey's Riddler.
oh, that's right. I remember the collecting little fucking things.
The kind of little trophies.
The Mask, 1994. Jim Carrey again.
Goated.
I couldn't imagine anyone else being the Mask.
You know that he saved them money in special effects?
Oh, that is all his face muscles.
Because Jim Carrey has such an expressive face and he can manipulate it to such a degree that they didn't have to CGI some of the cartoonish expressions.
you
that they had.
serious?
Same with the
dead
Grinch.
serious.
Yeah, he goes in the mirror like just practice every day.
and then slot in right after that, The Grinch, 2000.
Also-
Jim Carrey again. Couldn't imagine a better Grinch
Yeah.
than Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's like a great
He's
character.
my
actor.
favorite like comedian actor.
Yeah, he's fucking phenomenal.
Got Ace and Ventura up there.
Dude, he crushed
Yeah,
it.
dude, Ace Ventura was my favorite.
You wanna-
Ace Ventura and Bruce Almighty were some of my favorite movies of all time.
Nature Calls is my favorite comedy of all time.
This,
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw this in here, but I'm like, that doesn't make any
23.
sense. But like,
23 is a
not
great film.
23. But what is it? Evan Almighty?
Evan Almighty, Bruce Almighty.
Bruce
Almighty's the
Almighty.
one with Jim
Yeah,
Carrey.
okay, so
Evan
Bruce
Almighty is
Almighty,
Steve Carell.
Evan Almighty's not funny at all. I don't like Steve.
Bruce Almighty. Morgan Freeman is God. I don't know
Dude,
how you would.
amazing.
I don't know how you would say.
I was gonna put that up there too.
I don't know how
What
you
the
would
fuck?
say that like he perfectly embodied God,
God?
but
But he
like,
did.
I
Bro,
think he did.
I swear to-
I wanted to
That's
put that
funny.
on here. I was
Swear to
like,
God. I was at work thinking the exact same fucking thing. I was
like,
literally gonna.
how
add
do
Morgan
you
Freeman as God.
play God
Because he has a
perfectly?
charisma, dude. That's what it is.
He's
It's
got the
charisma.
charm. He's got the elegance. His little like.
That's
like,
what I
his
think of
voice.
God. When I
I am God.
am God. He bodied that. I'll get Morgan
He
Freeman.
is God.
He bodied that.
He makes
role.
me feel religious.
I hope that when I die, it's Morgan Freeman out there. That's fucking awesome.
2007, super bad.
Hate this fucking
Christopher.
You hate Superbad? I think I hate the type of humor that it is,
It is
but
what it
Superbad is a fucking hilarious movie.
McLovin. Christopher Mintz.
I hate this guy so much.
Dude, Jonah Hill and that guy fucking hate each other.
Oh, really?
They hated each other.
Really?
I don't know if they hate each other now, but when they were filming, Jonah Hill was always so annoyed by Christopher.
I can see why.
It was like, because like Jonah Hill was like trying really hard to be funny. And like this is like something that Michael Cera said in an interview like a bunch of time
I
ago.
think I've seen this.
You probably have, but Jonah Hill would try really hard to be funny, and then Christopher had a kind of like I don't give a fuck approach, and so he would always like unintentionally destroy Jonah Hill's like comedic prep by inserting his own joke into the scene, or like by canceling out whatever comedic attempt Jonah Hill was going for, and it pissed him off every single time.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, which made the movie way funnier.
That guy, Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, the guy that made Family Guy. What's that humor? I dislike that humor so
It's like
fucking much.
it's super close to like it's like teen comedy.
Yeah, I hate
teen
that
comedy.
shit. It reminds me of middle school.
Yeah,
Like,
Well, I mean,
like
that's
that.
when it was coming out. when
It's
you were
like
in middle
teen
school.
stoner.
That shit's corny as fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
it's corny
I
now.
hate that fucking kid or that guy.
Yeah, but I mean,
Stupid voice.
McLovin, dude.
Yeah.
McLovin, I mean, that's like character. That's who you exactly would think of.
Here's my license.
Michael Cera described them as like he gives.
I don't like Michael Cera either.
I love Michael Cera. Michael Cera is
Quirky
so funny
humor
to me.
is
Yeah.
what that is.
Yeah.
There's a TikToker that makes the humor.
All right, well, keeping in line with that, Scott Pilgrim versus the World
Love Scott
2010.
Pilgrim.
I'm
Michael
a minority.
Cera's,
I hate this fucking
I
movie.
adore that movie.
and
The
then
movie's
so Michael
good.
Cera and Mary Elizabeth Winston.
That's the girl everyone likes.
That's
Yeah.
Ramona Flowers and Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Perfect characters.
Perfect. I think that Mary Elizabeth more than Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Mary Elizabeth destroys that role. She does so good in it.
Have you guys read the books or whatever it came from?
The comics?
They're comics, right?
Yeah.
No, my only point of interaction with Scott Pilgrim is like the game and the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Mary Elizabeth kills it. Michael Cera is a really good Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim is not a good person.
Yeah. I heard there's a lot. He's supposed to be shitty, right?
He is shitty because
Yeah.
he embodies everything that like manipulative and weak men are in relationships. He's supposed to embody that. And at the end of the movie, you're supposed to realize that he's the asshole. What?
No, keep going. It's just the next one I'm about to say.
At the end of the movie, it's like you're supposed to realize that he's the asshole. And like
Yeah, what is
they're
he gonna say?
Ramona and him are meant for each other because they're both shitty people.
They
And,
are
like,
both
that-
shitty people.
That's what people don't realize about the movies, and that's why a lot of people don't like them. But it's like, no.
The whole
like,
theme of that movie is self-confidence.
self-confidence, and also to realize that like you're hurting other people around you by like
It's
being
like
selfish.
quirky. I hate this fucking
Yeah,
movie.
I
It's,
love
it's a
Michael.
white person movie for sure.
It's
Through and through, it's a white person movie.
Michael Cera in
That might be like
Development.
white people's baby boy.
shut the fuck up. Fucking baby boy. Seen baby boy in BT.
I said it every day, Tay.
Oh my god. I love when they edit the cuss words. Shut the freak up.
All right, moving on. 10 Cloverfield Lane, John Goodman.
Y'all never
What's
forget
the
it.
line that he says when it's like cheeks are like jiggling?
I always think of that scene in Family Guy where he's like eating
Yeah,
all the
gravy.
mashed potatoes and gravy. He's like,
I'll never get a cut that trailer where his cheeks are just jiggling. He was so fucking mad.
did you go in the silence?
10 Cloverfield Lane is my favorite of the Cloverfield movies.
Really?
Yeah.
All of them are shit compared to the first one.
No, I didn't
What?
like
No,
that.
10
Cloverfield Lane was
Lane's
really
good.
10 Cloverfield Lane was like the best shot out of the
I ain't worrying about that.
fucking shit.
I think the first one's more interesting.
Because you didn't even know, well, Cloverfield, you didn't even know is like what was even going on.
All of the movies are vague. They never have like this hint of thing.
It's because they couldn't commit when they were producing them. They couldn't commit to like what the universe would be.
There's some weird odd like every one of them are like there's a continuity into them, but the director behind them is like they don't know what they want to do.
It's a
So
weird
there's some-
franchise,
yeah, it's a
especially
very
with the
weird
last one because the last one introduced like alternate realities.
One of the worst movies of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty dog shit.
I remember being
10
hyped for that.
10 Cloverfield Lane, one of the best like one location horror movies.
I give it that
It's
credit.
really
Sure.
tense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It was
forget who
weird that it was a
directed
Cloverfield movie. That was like the weirdest part
it
about
wasn't
it.
supposed to be.
Yeah, none of them are. The last one trying to just tie them in together somehow because they're reality shit.
10 Cloverfield Lane was not meant to be a Cloverfield film.
Yeah, they just kind of threw it in last minute.
But I forgot what who directed 10 Cloverfield. Lane. I mean, all
The guy that has the solar flares all over the screen all the time.
Yeah.
fucking J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams.
He co-produced the first one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he produced it.
The Flintstones, 1994. Couldn't get a better Fred Flintstone than John Goodman.
That's a good
Again.
cast.
Dude, John Goodman is a
That whole
phenomenal
movie,
actor.
I think, may have been perfectly casted.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't remember them. I only remember John Goodman.
Who was what's the guy to wear the brown clothing?
Barney
Barney.
was
I love that guy. He hasn't done any movies since.
DeVito.
No, not Danny DeVito. Damn, I should have added Danny DeVito. I feel like he's got some banger roles.
Rick Moranis.
Mick Moranis, yeah, perfect.
I can see him, but who?
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
Rick.
Rick Moranis. He was like really big. I mean, he was like a jumbo star back in the day.
Yeah, he did. He was Ghostbusters. He did Little Shop of Horrors.
Honey, I Shrunk the
That's-
Kids.
yeah.
Okay, that
Was
guy.
he
Yeah,
Spaceballs?
yeah.
Is it Spaceballs?
I know him from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah. He's
Great
great.
movie.
Phenomenal.
Amazing.
He disappeared for a while, but he came back.
Well,
He
no, he quit. Well, he quit.
He
His
quit the
wife
industry.
died,
Yeah.
and he quit.
came back for this Ryan Reynolds ad.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
he just did an ad. Monsters Inc. Billy Crystal is Mike Wazowski. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's a good one.
You
I
couldn't
love that.
perfectly casted for him.
Yeah, that was great.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
That was it. I don't have anything else to say about him. It was just good.
This one is perfectly casted. I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me, but The Waterboy, 1998. Adam Sandler.
I was watching this the other day.
Bobby Boucher. You can't get no better than Bobby Boucher, dude.
Can I admit something?
The coach, the mama.
Oh, what's her? I should have put her on
Kathy
here.
Bates.
Kathy Bates is his mom.
Kathy
Nails
Bates is
that
really
role.
funny.
Yeah.
I love
You been playing
Bates.
them foosball, Bobby? You been playing that foosball?
She knows
Dude.
the Southern hardcore mom really well.
When they put the alligator on the table.
Yeah, the anaconda. Well, what's the coach that he can't talk? I think that's hilarious. The coach, the guy that helps the coach. He has a country accent, but he's like really don't understand what he's saying.
He's like in all of the Jim Carrey or all the Adam Sandler movies.
Early Adam Sandler movies, I think. Yeah.
I don't know who he is. I don't like Adam Sandler as a comedian. I like
Really?
Adam Sandler as a serious actor.
I like him. In, my favorite movie with him is Little Nicky.
Little Nicky is 50 First Dates. Is
There's only
one of my
two serious
favorites.
movies done. It's Uncut
he-
Gems and then Reign Over Me.
Wait,
No,
say it again.
He's Uncut Gems.
You seen 51st Date?
Yeah, 50 First Dates
Oh
is
yeah, I
a
guess.
phenomenal.
Well,
Adam
that's a
Sandler
comedy
movie.
though.
It's a comedy, but it's like he plays a more grounded character.
Oh, because I got a movie on my list called 51st Date, but it's not the one you're talking about.
It's Adam Sandler with Drew Barrymore.
51st Date. What are you talking about?
They changed the name over here to Formula 51, but in England it's 51st Date.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 50 First Date is like the Drew Barrymore's character has amnesia, and every day she forgets the last day. So she's always like, she's stuck in a day like 50 years ago, like 10 years ago or something like
There's
that.
another movie called that too.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a British movie.
Punch Drunk Love. So you got Punch Drunk Love, Uncut
never
Gems,
watched that,
50
actually.
First Dates, and the whatever, Reign Over Me.
Reign Over Me.
And then the.
Everyone go watch this movie.
Yeah,
It's sad
okay.
as hell.
Yeah,
I love it.
go on.
Spider-Man 2002, William Dafoe. You can't get any better than the Green
goat.
Goblin.
The GOAT.
The Gobbler.
I added this to my list too.
The Gobbler.
American Psycho 2000, Christian Bell.
Dude,
That is how.
Hilarious.
at all
I
moments,
think it was a comedy,
I am
honestly.
simply not there. It's a satire, so you're not wrong.
You stupid bitch. I'm going to stab you and rip your face off.
I think this movie, this fucking the clips of him and the scenes are just hilarious to me.
The end where he's like that meme from that scene where he's like playing music walking through the office, and it's like the meme is like Christian Bale walking.
I
in
think
the
talking
office
about-
Oh, he's got the headphones
It's like-
on.
and then,
Yeah.
like my headphones on. It's playing some
Like
fucked
Linkin
up
Park.
thing.
Oh,
Great,
shit.
I love it. American Psycho. Christian Bale was not supposed to get American Psycho. The studio fought him. They fought against him in the casting.
Oh, because he
process.
was an American.
No, he's British.
That sounds like a joke what you just said.
Yeah.
But no, they fought him. They didn't want him. They didn't think he was handsome enough for the role. They didn't think that he was like a good match for it. But the director said no to every single studio funding for the movie until they casted Christian Bale.
And also, Leonardo DiCaprio was supposed to be Peter Parker in Spider-Man.
That would have been so fucking
Yeah.
weird.
Bad. I'm glad they didn't do
It's
that.
funny because Tobey Maguire and Leo are like best friends.
They like BFFs, yeah.
Yeah. I know.
But yeah, Christian Bale as a
Christian Bale, American-
as
phenomenal.
Psycho, crazy. It was
At all
amazing.
moments,
Fucking Jared Leto's in that movie.
simply just not
Shit.
there.
There's
Well,
a lot of
Leto's
movies.
also in the movie.
My favorite movie him is Requiem for a Dream. I love that movie.
Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's
I've never okay, so
Drug
I've
abuse
never seen
addiction.
this, but
That's
I know he bodied this fucking role. Vice 2018, Christian Bell as President
He's he was Bush's vice president.
okay.
Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney.
The
Looked identical to him. I mean, like,
Yeah, the
and then
makeup was crazy.
voiced it, like, was able to voice him. I mean, he bodied it.
that weight was real too.
Yeah, he gained like what 50 or 60 pounds for that role.
I just remember the
Bale.
trailer. The trailer was really good. They had,
Christian
like,
Bale was sorry, go ahead.
no good.
No, Christian Bale is like a really humble guy, but he's one of the best like character actors.
He's one of those crazy actors that gains and loses weight like
Yeah.
unhealthy.
What's the movie? He's really skinny.
The Machinist.
I've
Phenomenal
never,
movie.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I know because of all
Yeah.
the weight he lost.
I like the movie with Rain of Fire. The
Oh, Rain of
Dragons.
Fire. This is where they fight dragons.
Yeah, I like that movie too.
Hell yeah.
Oh, who changed? I see. Who changed this one? All right, so Drive 2011. Someone chasing me. Jordan Cronenberg.
That's so funny.
Drive 2011.
What is this movie?
It's
Is it that
Ryan
good?
Gosling.
It's 2014. It
who
came out.
directed this? 2011.
Really?
Is that what it said? Yeah.
2000. Yeah.
Who directed Nicholas Winding Refn or
I don't know who directed it.
it was one of the it was either Nicholas Winding Refn or the other guy that I can't stand. Because Nicholas is Drive, Ryan Gosling. It's a phenomenal movie. It's like what's his name?
No, I've never seen a Ryan Gosling movie before.
Yeah, Nicholas Winding Refn directed Drive, and it's like a neon aesthetic. It's like a neon grime aesthetic, and he plays a getaway driver that tries to get out of the life, falls in love, but has to do one last job. And, like,
He
the
really
job
is
goes
the
really
dad
wrong.
that he's like the stepdad, the dad that stepped up.
Yeah, he really is. Drive. I don't know how to explain Drive to you, but it is a fantastic movie.
It's a
just shot
guy
really
that
pretty.
that's just a guy that just keeps being too nice and he gets involved in too many wrong things.
Yeah, let me read
sounds
you a synopsis
interesting.
real quick. A mysterious Hollywood action film stuntman gets in trouble with gangsters when he tries to help his neighbor husband rob a pawn shop while serving as his getaway driver.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
see it. See it's going
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, it's
But
great.
he
falls
bought, I
in
mean,
love with it.
he was perfect for it.
He really was. He falls in love with the robber's husband, and then the guy dies, and then he has to protect the girl from
Don't
the gangsters.
spoilers.
And he dies in like 10 minutes. Anyway,
Suicide Squad, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I mean, bodied it.
she did really good, but I wouldn't say it's perfectly casted.
This is one of those things like where it's
Yeah.
like,
I
well, she just
disagree
took
with
that
that.
character to another level.
No.
Well,
I think she did a good job.
if someone says Harley Quinn, they're going to think of Margot Robbie.
No.
You guys can disagree. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. This is my
Yeah, yeah.
I would put it
bliss.
this way: she had fun with it,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Well, she got her whole. She got a whole movie because she did so well.
because she's
in that role.
literally the best part. That sucks.
But I mean, that's how well she did. She did that movie, then she did James Gunn's movie, and then she got her own movie. She did that role so well.
Well, Birds of Prey is actually a really good movie.
Yeah,
Birds of
no.
Prey.
But
is
that's what I'm
phenomenal.
saying. That is the argument.
yeah.
And then Viola Davis,
Yeah, yeah.
as
Yeah.
Amanda,
yeah, she nails fucking Amanda Waller.
Amanda Wallace. Yeah,
And she's actually, I maybe it's because I don't know the comics, but she's my least favorite part of any of the movies.
Really,
Viola
really.
Davis,
She,
yeah.
I was watching her like, God, she's the woman I read reading comics.
I
She
cannot-
fucking spot on.
I cannot stand her on-screen presence in those movies.
Really,
I
that's
don't
what
know
she's
why.
supposed to be. She's a dickhead.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
She nails it.
So maybe
really
she's
good.
really good, but I haven't read the comics, so I have no point of reference. But for Margot Robbie, like she does a great job as Harley Quinn, but I think that there's a more quintessential Harley Quinn out there. It's just I just think of the animated Harley Quinn.
That's
You
her first
think-
appearance.
yeah.
ever.
yeah, and like
Tara
the-
Strong. If we're talking voice,
She-
voice
again,
acting, Tara
she's-
Strong.
She's Harley Quinn to me. When I read comics, I hear her voice.
Who? Tara Strong.
Tara Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on. Anchorman. Will Ferrell.
Hate
I,
this movie.
I think Will Ferrell, Anchorman is such a fun movie.
Yeah.
I love Anchorman.
This-
I think Will Ferrell could have been any other guy.
don't know.
I think it would have been any other.
You mean
comedic
Ron
actor.
Burgundy.
It would have been. It could have been Steve Carell.
Other than Elf, Will Ferrell.
Steve
never
Carell
clicked
was in
with
that movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Steve Carell could have replaced Will Ferrell.
Nah, I think
would
Will
think it would
Ferrell.
have been a good
I think he
movie.
bodied that character.
Nah, it's fine.
That's fine.
it's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
can disagree with me, Brian.
me. Isn't Will Smith in this movie too?
In the sequel, he is for like a
I watched that scene. One of the dumbest things I ever seen.
Elf, 2003. Will Ferrell again.
I haven't watched Elf.
You never seen Elf before? This probably my favorite and only favorite Will Smith, not Will Smith, but Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell movie.
It's a. I mean,
I've
it's
heard
a
it's really
Christmas
good.
classic.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Christmas classic.
I was meant to watch it in Christmas with Libby this year, and we just never got around to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There Will Be Blood, 2007. Daniel Day Lewis.
I drink your milkshake, Eli.
I drink it up.
Suck it all up.
Me and Libby watched There Will Be Blood last year, like at the end of last year. And I think it is unironically one of my favorite movies of all
It's
time.
such a good movie.
It
It's
is
a
like-
very boring movie, but it just keeps you solely entertained.
What's it called? There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood, yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel
When it come
Day-Lewis. 2008-ish, 7-ish?
2007.
2007. Phenomenal movie. One of the best movies of all time. It's so good. My boy! I've abandoned my boy!
Daniel Day Lewis again in Gangs of New York. as
Gangs of New York. Dude, I
2002.
love that movie so much. Lon, our scriptwriting teacher, showed us a clip of that movie.
Paul Dano's in that movie. That's
Yeah.
Riddler,
Gangs,
right?
Gangs
Yeah.
of New York?
Paul Dano is in There Will Be Blood.
He is in he is in that movie, yeah.
He kills it too.
Yeah.
Very good. The movie Gangs of New York, I saw it when I was like 12 on HBO, and I saw the scene where Daniel Day-Lewis cooks a steak for like 3 seconds on the pan,
Yeah.
and then like eats it, and I didn't know what the movie was, and I could not
Oh, I've seen this movie before.
fucking find it. yeah, it's great. He's got like a fake eye with like the eagle in it.
Yeah, I've seen
And
this
then it wasn't until like Lon, our script writing teacher, like played a clip of that movie and told us which movie it was. 8 years later, and I was sitting in his classroom and she's like, "Holy shit, that's a fucking movie."
That's
It's kinda New York.
I did the same thing, but it was even longer than that.
Yeah.
It was like 15 years.
That's
and it
crazy.
was it Beastmasters or not Beastmasters? It was the stupid I forget the name of it now, but there was like a show, like this TV show I used to watch as a child.
Yeah.
And I remember like there was a fox, there was like a weird fox, and there was like the stone man, and it was like Game Masters or some kind of like anime.
Yeah, something like that.
And it was like I was sitting in class one day, and then what's that dude that always like the white guy that was talking about like animation?
Gavin?
Gavin.
I love Gavin.
Yeah,
Love his doing okay.
he knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah,
'cause
Gavin's a nerve animation dude. He knows
He's awesome.
He
He
knows
was-
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just explaining. I'm like, it was so obscure what I was explaining. He knew exactly what I was talking about. I'm like, son of a dude, that was like 15 years of my life. I was like,
Fox and a.
it was like there was a wolf, and it was like there was like a stone man, and it's like the name of it's like game.
For the love of God, please comment
Yeah.
in this video with that fucking
It's a
script.
game.
No, it's
That
called
was
like
a TV
game
show.
or like Game Master or something like that. I
Duel
looked at-
Master?
Duel? No,
This is the guy, the Green Goblin looking guy. It comes
no,
on.
it's not chaotic.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Anyway, let's just keep moving on because you guys got to get through your list. Sinister, Ethan Hawke.
But
I
my
only
boy
put
with
so
the cardigan.
so this movie is like this may not be a perfectly casted but in my opinion, Ethan Hawke bodied this to the point where it made me an alcoholic because I saw him and I'm like, I
You gotta
understand.
start relating to movie characters.
No, dude, you ever watch the movie so good you just like you become that character for the next 30 minutes after you
No.
leave the movie? You adopt a new personality.
No.
You never had that?
No.
Oh, damn.
All the people
You missed
walking out
out.
of John Wick with the limp.
That's like a meme on TikTok. It's
My favorite.
I just wanna
I
do
hate it.
Why?
They keep making this. They make the same joke every time the movie comes out.
You make the same joke every single time something comes out.
That's
You make the
exactly what you
same-
said.
yeah, yeah,
That's what
you
exactly
did
you
right.
did.
Yeah.
I hate to see me have a good time. No, that only work. Stop trying to be Tay.
I'm enjoying it now.
I didn't say that.
boy.
All right, last one for me.
It's not copyrighted.
Napoleon Dynamite 2004. John Heater or Heater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's-
there wouldn't
he
be-
literally is that character.
yeah,
The
there
main
wouldn't
guy,
be-
right?
Yeah.
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 He hasn't been in acting very much until like he recently made a film, but yeah, he killed Napoleon Dynamite.
I
That
hate
was,
the
like,
vibe of that movie. It's just pure awful.
Oh shit! You know what I forgot to add? And you probably one
a
of you
fun
guys
movie,
probably
but
did.
I
Anyone
can't.
add Harry Potter?
I thought about it.
Yeah,
I purposefully avoided it.
I thought about it.
but yeah, I forgot. Yeah, totally. Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah. Daniel, whatever.
Daniel
Him,
Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe
thank
is
you.
Harry
him
Potter.
that got the long black hair, that the monotone. was.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh, Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman.
This is Alan Rickman's voicemail.
But stupid, but their recent Harry Potter movies is fucking dumb.
The Fantastic Beast and
No,
whatever the
the
fuck.
remake they're making a Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, they are rebooting
yeah.
it. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna
Yeah,
be a TV show.
This right here, I meant to also say, but
What did I say there?
Lawrence Fishburne, but we'll get.
Oh,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's for me, Brian.
I'm gonna do a speed run on my list. Keanu Reeves in both The Matrix and John Wick.
I thought about adding the Matrix
Yeah.
version, not John Wick, but Matrix. Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne
Lawrence
is
Fishburne
perfect
kills it.
in John Wick.
He's having fun in that role.
Yeah. Dude,
Somebody get
Give
this man a gun. I love him in John Wick.
He's
hi
so
to the
cartoony.
king.
I also wanted to add the card guy, the fat guy.
who?
From John Wick 4.
Oh, the bar guy.
Yeah,
the
Scott.
club guy.
What's his
Scott
name?
Atkins.
Yeah,
Scott
that was-
Atkins. Yeah, he fucking
Loved him.
destroyed it. It was
Yeah.
really good. But yeah, Lawrence Fishburne and all the John Wicks, Lawrence Fishburne in The Matrix, and then Keanu Reeves in both of those movies. There's just something so quintessential.
I like what's
about
his name
those
too?
characters.
What's the guy who owns the
The hotel.
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
Winston.
Yeah,
I love
he's-
that guy too.
He's great. And then what else is my list? Sorry, my phone.
You have Knives Out.
yeah,
Still haven't
not-
seen this movie.
Oh, here you want me
The
to just read them
original
out
one's really
too?
good.
Yeah, here
Yeah.
I'll just read them out. So Knives Out, Daniel Craig, Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon is
Michael
so good in
Shannon's
that movie.
so
I
good in that
swear to
movie.
I got
God.
him on my list too.
Yeah, he's great.
He could be also. I could also see him do like a twin.
He's in Premium Rush, Jordan. He's the
Shut
villain.
the fuck up,
He's
Buffer.
a-
I never want to hear about Premium Rush
He's the
ever
villain.
again in my life.
He's a cricket cop in that movie. He's the
I
villain.
hate this man got excited. This man gets hard over a bike movie.
All right,
bike
Ryan
movie.
Gosling, personality conflict.
Bike movie.
What are you doing? Riding on a bike? Yeah.
At least in Drive, they drive a car.
I'm getting exercise, damn it.
He's a delivery driver.
I was
on
in high
a
school.
bike in New York.
I was in high school playing Crisis 3, and this movie is
This
gas,
is that
dude.
movie. That movie has almost like that movie. Wish it had the energy of Brick Mansions.
I don't know what you just said. I don't
I don't know
it is.
what the fuck that means.
Yeah, you guys don't
Joke
remember
film
Paul Walker's last film before he passed away?
No.
Brick
Oh, damn.
Mansions. It's a parkour movie.
It's just such
Christ.
a Paul Walker movie.
And then Chris Evans, and then Anna de Armas. Oh shit, she was the main girl in that.
What movie?
Yeah, Anna de Armas. She was also
Anna de Armas.
she was also in John Wick 3.
Who?
Was she? Who is she in John Wick?
Fuck, I should have added Halle Berry's character then.
How's
I
that, yeah.
love this. Sophie
Sophie.
in
Yeah, she's
John
good.
Wick. She's fucking fantastic in that movie, dude.
I gotta go watch the Mario movie, so we gotta hurry up.
Oh, Fight Club. Edward Norton.
Edward Norton, phenomenal.
You got to add Brad Pitt in there too.
No.
It's the
I
same
think
person.
Brad Pitt is good. But
Edward Norton and Edward Norton.
Same
I got
person.
Brad Pitt on my list.
Yeah, for which movie?
We get to it.
Okay. what's
And
my
then
list?
the last one, The Nice Guys and The Gray Man. You got
Dude,
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling and The Nice Man and
The Nice Man.
The Nice Guys and The Gray.
I've
If
never
you haven't seen The Gray Man, it's really good. It's like
It's a Netflix movie.
It's a
isn't it?
Netflix movie, and I thought it was going to be bad, but Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans elevated.
That's how I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be bad too.
Yeah, no, but Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling like really elevate that film. It's really good.
Tay.
Superman,
Lois.
Lois, Tyler, and Betsy.
What's that guy's name? Tyler
Howen?
Howen?
Hoesland?
Hoesland.
Tyler-
He's in what's that Wolf show?
He was Teen Wolf.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in Teen Wolf.
Betsy, I don't know where she's from, but she's Lois Lane. He's Clark Superman
Yeah,
to the fucking T.
I've seen the clips
Yeah.
on Twitter. They look really fun.
I was doubtful. I get why people doubt because of
Yeah.
CW content, but like they just like it was so good. They didn't cancel this show. They canceled everything else.
yeah, they
Fuck
canceled.
that
Even
shit.
Supergirl got fucked.
Yeah, he's from Supergirl.
Yeah, he
And-
started in Supergirl.
And the
right?
clip's like, okay. But decided to make it give him a TV show and give him a family and all that. So like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. And like, fuck, this is better than the fucking movie.
I remember when this show came out. Like I didn't watch the show at all, but I remember people were like dying over him. Like they were like, "Yeah, this is he's
perfect,
perfectly
dude.
casted."
Yeah, even though he's slightly different, but it's not too.
Well, he feels like an animated Superman to me.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really, really well.
Yeah.
Same with Lois Lane. Like she's a underrated actress in terms of like portraying that character. I think she's the best one we've ever seen.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Spider-Man would do that, and I added J.K. Simmons from
Yeah.
what you said. Snatch, which is Brad Pitt.
Oh, I do love
Mickey.
Snatch.
Run map.
It's a gypsy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The energy he brings reminds me of someone back at home, and it's like I see every time I see this guy,
It's like scrappy.
it reminds me of him. He makes you laugh. Breaking Bad, I got Dean Norris as Hank Schrader.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
He plays a
That's an
cop
interesting one.
really, really well. Like,
Yeah, he does look like a cop.
he acts like one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he has that fucking slightly racist. He would call someone a beaner if he wanted to, but he's not trying to be full on racist. He does his.
He just
nature.
doesn't like
it's almost
really
like he's doing it
understand
like a half-heartedly.
And he does that stupid laugh, like. But yeah, I think he nails that role really perfectly well.
I actually, to add into Breaking Bad, I don't particularly love Breaking Bad, but Giancarlo Esposito and Bryan Cranston as like Walter and fried chicken guy. What the fuck's his name?
Oh,
Gus.
Gus?
Fried
chicken guy.
Yeah, I think that
Los
they're
Pollos Hermanos.
Los Pollos Hermanos. I think that those two are some of the best casting in TV in like a long time.
I didn't want to add them because I don't know.
I'll
they were
give
great,
Giancarlo
though.
Esposito his props. Like he is a phenomenal actor.
Formula 51, which I thought you mean 51st State because that
Yeah.
movie was called that in the UK.
This
or
is
whatever.
Interesting.
a really interesting movie for you because like this is something I feel like you would not know.
You know that movie?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Formula 51 with Robert. I can't name his name. Carly. He's Felix D'Souza. He's an arrogant asshole. Love him.
I wanna hold on. I wanna cut this out real quick. Like Libby just texted me and said, "Hey, I thought of a good joke."
Formula 51 has Samuel Jackson, Meatloaf. You know what it is.
Oh, he
yeah,
was
I know
in Fight
Meatloaf
Club.
He's the lizard.
Meatloaf was in Fight Club. Yeah, he was a big titty guy.
And
Bitch tits.
the guy from Amazing Spider-Man who plays the lizard is in this movie too.
Oh, nice.
This is a Samuel L. Jackson movie.
Yeah. One of his underrated movies, I think.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
Daredevil.
Oh yeah, Charlie Cox is
Charlie
Matt
Cox is very
Murdock.
good.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Toy Story.
I meant to. I was like, if someone would pick up the slack
Tom
here.
Hanks is Woody and Tim Allen is Buzz Lightyear. I think they're really
Tim Allen was Buzz Lightyear. That's
yeah.
really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't think of anyone else being
Me
better.
either.
No,
They bodied it, dude.
whoever did it in the new movie did a pretty good job though.
Michael Shannon and Zod
Yeah,
as
literally
Zod.
best part of the movie.
That was really great. Like Michael
Minnesota.
Shannon was more interesting than Henry Cavill in that
Sadly.
movie. Yeah,
I hate this fucking movie for passion.
yeah.
But Michael Shannon, he nails it in it.
He just
So-
brings a certain like air to any movie
He's
that he's
Zod.
in.
He's
Yeah,
Zod
he's just so
already.
good.
What's love got to do with it? So whatever. Again, with a weirder movie.
Crazy getting these from.
Angela Bassett.
Did someone
Tina
help you
Turner.
with your homework? What's going on here?
I haven't heard it forever. No, I've seen this movie. I had this on VHS. I used to watch it all the time. Angela
Someone
Bassett's
help
Tina
you with
Turner.
your homework.
Goodfellas.
Dude, Ray Liotta is good.
Oh shit, Ray Liotta, but
Ray
he's got
Liotta.
He's got Joe Pesci on
Yeah.
here.
He's my favorite
That's
character.
accurate. That's good.
You think I'm
But
funny? You think I'm fucking funny?
What's funny? What's funny about my type?
I love what's this the guy who made that movie, Scorsese.
Yeah.
His mom is
Oh, his
That's
actual-
right. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. His
That-
actual mom is like
yeah.
the grandmother or
when they
something.
bring the house. That's his
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is mom.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray Liotta and Joe Pesci in that movie, pretty goated.
Bodied.
This is probably gonna make you laugh. The original Mortal Kombat movie, Sang Shing's actor.
Wait, who is saying shit?
I love him. He nails it, dude. Type in Mortal Kombat 1991 or whatever the fuck it came out.
1995.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they put him in the game too. Yeah, he
I
did.
love him,
Your
dude.
soul is mine.
Yeah, I
fucking
love
awesome.
him. But one of my favorite movies of all time is Miss Doubtfire. I love Robin
yeah.
Williams in that movie.
Robin Williams is phenomenal. I
Yeah.
can't think of a single movie that Robin Williams made that would be better by the
Oh
absence of
shit,
Robin Williams.
the genie from Aladdin too.
Yeah,
Bodied
Yeah.
it.
But my favorite movie him's by far Miss Doubtfire.
Miss Doubtfire
I
is a
love the hell
great
out of that
film.
movie. Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, that's my list.
that's your list. Hell yeah! What a bunch of good movies.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at that episode.
I was
and
making it
watch
like I
a
want to watch
couple
Miss Doubtfire again.
Yeah, me too.
I need to go home and watch Wolf of Wall Street again.
All right.
It's funny you mentioned what's name earlier because I want to buy it on 4K.
Get the fucking lewds.
What's that movie? American Psycho. I want to buy it on 4K.
Dude, American Psycho. Yeah, I want to
I
buy
thought
that.
about
Do
it.
you, do you
I
like
wanna buy
him?
that too.
Yeah.
Dude, American Psycho's. I can't think of a single person that doesn't like American Psycho.
I need to watch Nice Guys in Agreement now.
Nice Guys and Greyman are both on Netflix.
I feel like it's almost like a joke now watching anything with Ryan Gosling in it. Like, it's like
Yeah.
The Nice Guys is directed by Shane Black, who did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's got a lot of that good sense of humor. The Nice Guys is
I'm
phenomenal.
going down. Let's put I want to watch it again. I've seen The Mask recently.
Oh, and I forgot to put this on the list. The Hateful Eight.
That guy. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. I
If
agree.
we're gonna bring up, all right, so
What's that guy's name?
hang on, I can never remember his
Yeah.
name. He has a crazy name.
We just talked about him the other day.
Yeah, I know. I'm always talking about him. I love this dude. This is one of my
Justify guy.
Walter Goggins. Walter Goggins, and in the Hateful Eight,
I agree.
he's perfect in that role.
Yeah.
What did he play?
He played the racist.
He was a crook though. Right?
He was the sheriff. He's the new sheriff for
okay, sure,
was it Barefoot?
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln sent you a letter, or whatever the fuck he
Is
said.
like Navajo.
Navajo.
You stay away from that old man. I fucking will love Walter Goggins. Okay, so Walter Goggins in Hateful Eight and then in Justified as a Boyd. And also a Timothy Orton, I think his name.
Timothy
in,
Roth. I know you're talking about.
in Justified too.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in something else I know.
Two perfectly casted movies, which I've totally forget. It's two of my
30
favorite.
seconds. I'm shutting this shit
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
That's
That's
it.
the show.
That's comment.
Yeah, what
Hold on,
do
Bryan.
you guys think is perfectly casted? What actors body their role?
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons is the perfect example of that.
God, we could go all fucking day with this.
Comment and tell us which movies you think have like perfectly casted actors. Tell us what movies in this list you agree with, disagree with, the whole thing. Like us, subscribe.
Yeah, like,
Follow us on
subscribe.
Twitter, Instagram, join the Discord. I don't know, pray to whatever God you
I should
want
have
to.
picked J.K. Simmons as the Eminem. That'd been hilarious.
Dude, he is the Eminem though.
Like I gotta fight for him. Like he nails that fucking role.
The girl. What is the progressive girl? She bodies that character.
Flo.
Flo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Stupid character. That should be next week's stupid character.
Gotta fight for it. Like get mad on Twitter when she's recast.
You can't recast him. Who
Can recast Flo.
Remember that girl from the
Mario? Mario's voice actor.
Anna Taylor.
I don't know what his name is, but like
No, Chris Pratt. What are you talking about?
I was gonna do Bob
No, the
Hopkins.
original.
Bob Hopkins.
Oh, Charles Martinet. Yeah.
You-
It's
What?
me, Mario.
yeah, that's perfect.
Charles Martinet. He's the original Mario.
Yeah, yes. Oh, if you're going up for
Goodbye, everybody.
Jason Griffith Sonic, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, too. That works out.
Joel.
Anyway, Troy Baker and literally
Troy Baker.
everything since
Baby girl.
2011. Fucking bye.
Bye.